Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested and ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot and oracle, your daily insight on life and love for October 4th, 2021, also being timeless. So wherever you're pulled to this in time, it might be extremely relevant or absolutely horrendous. However, I hope that it's relevant and I hope that it's a good message. And if you have questions about booking your own individual session, reach out in the email address, because your individual storyline is always more detailed, in depth, and intense. And also you can see all the other services I provide. See what might be right for you. See about any sales I got going on. Whatever it is, you're not holding back. And I can dig that. I really can. So what just flipped over? Ten of Wands. It's a step up. There's a lot of steps that need to be taken right now. Okay, what is this involving? Sorry. Oh, man. Oh, look at you. Oh, there's something that you're doing. Oh, I like it, I like it, I like it. All right, what about it? All right, I like this. It goes from air energy to earth energy, and I'm all about that. Not that air energy is bad or anything. Wait, hold on. I know I keep pulling cards, but I feel like I need to. What is this? Oh, the Lovers. Oh, yeah. Ready to move on, are you, eh? Worried about what this is going to mean for you? This might not even be about lovers. This is also the card of choice. So, what I'm seeing in this seems like you are looking to avoid making some sort of a decision in your life. One that you know would change your life, that would benefit you. There's a risk involved. I'm sorry, but risk is sometimes worth it as long as you're not, doing anything illegal or lethal. So, look at this. You're not holding yourself back. You're trying to do the steps in doing this, trying for this new beginning, trying to temper the rising above this and cutting through to the heart of the matter rather than taking your time. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. So, not holding yourself back. The numerous steps this is going to take. No bypassing. I got lost in thought with that. You cannot bypass. You can't. I know that you want to. I know you want to cut to the good part, but no, you can't do that. This is not how this is going to work. Look. You got to see this for the investment that it is. There's no quick win in this. The only reason that this is going to be successful is because you passion for it. You don't want to make some choices that are going to be involved in this. I get it. Those are really hard choices, and you're afraid of who is going to, get the short end of the, so to speak, stick at this. But with challenges comes reward. And this isn't just about you. I see numerous people at play in this. So whatever is playing on your nerves that you can't quite seem to make ends of, this is what you need to heal. So with whatever the bypassing or the lack of choice that you feel, I always want to look at where that comes from. Where do you feel like you have not authentically had choice in your life? This is a time to actually look back at that and take your power back in those situations. This could be like from when you were a kid. It could be from teenagers at any point in your life, from any dynamic of situation. It could be small. It could be massive. It doesn't take away from how it has affected your life or why you're walking on eggshells around this right now, trying to just get to the good part. You can't skip time. This isn't the movie Click. I'm sorry. And you're going to miss out on all the little good things that happen, even through the struggle points. Believe it or not, this makes me think of yin and yang. In the light, there is those little bits of contrast. In the darkness, there's always those bits of contrast. You cannot have one without the other. You need some sort of a contrast and opposition to know where the lines are, where the boundaries are, and what the ends of the spectrum look like. So, as much as I would love to bypass this with you and get to the good part, we kind of can't do that. All right. All right, you. Now, this is clearly talking about you and cutting out your carnivorous ways. No, it's not about that. This is all about invoking things into your life that are of higher vibration. Some of you might be going vegetarian, even vegan, but that is totally your individual call. Pay attention to what your body is telling you. So a new way of eating gives you more energy, greater strength, clarity, and stronger manifestation abilities. The way I want to read that is pay very close attention to how your body responds to what you give it, whether it's situational, whether it's food, whether it's drink. How does your body respond? If something is, hold on one sec, I have a munchkin. Yes, sweetie. Hello? I guess not. Hopefully he'll knock again. Autumn. You know, autumn is where things start to go into hibernation and starts to slow down. So this is a time where you might be feeling a little bit lower on energy, which actually might be more prone to the seasonal mood effect. I think it's, the acronym for it is SAD, S-A-D, seasonal affective disorder. Again, not a doctor, not a therapist, not diagnosing anyone, but pay attention to how your energy is feeling right now. There might be a little extra effort for you to involve yourself in right now. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Pregnancy, it looks like you want a new start on something. Yeah. You want to know something cool? I do dream interpretation. Well, that's cool, but it's not what I'm getting at in here. So, you know, when you're dreaming that you're in a house or an apartment or some sort of home, that usually is a symbol for you. You have your higher self in the attic. You have your physical self in the other rooms. You know, you have your kitchen, your bathroom, your bedrooms, what have you. It also depends on how many rooms you have in your house, but also the basement, everything tends to be the subconscious. So what I'm seeing in this is pay attention to not only your subconscious, but what you are being pulled to do in these low energy times. Somebody I really admire, they are one of the most beautiful and elated people that just light up a room. And I guess the reason why I'm thinking of this right now is with the whole admit your true feelings to yourself, you lighting up the whole room. Is that something that you feel like you have to do and negate your feelings? With this particular person who I greatly admire, and I've seen their videos and things like that, I saw a moment where they were trying to keep that happy energy going. And they were experiencing trauma in their life. And I saw them have a momentary break where they just dropped that smile and they started crying over it. But they caught themselves immediately and got themselves back together. And I wish that they would have sat with that feeling rather than just try and keep this brave face on for the world so the world wouldn't poke and prod at it. That's kind of what I'm asking you right now. Do you show up so that the world doesn't ask you questions every single day, or people that are around you ask you questions every single day? Or is this how you genuinely are? Is there something that you need to address with yourself and admit to yourself? We all go through the ebb and flow of life. but there's something here that needs a new start, or fresh eyes even, and I want you to pay attention to that. So with a new home in this, and going with what I just said, what changes do you want to make, that are desperate to make, that are trying so hard to make in your life? What about this? I'm feeling like there's a lot of can't in your world right now, for whatever the reason is, but this might be just the changes that you need to do. I don't want you to keep this brave face on in the world, but when it becomes too much, you crack and you break and you cry and you just get yourself back together. I don't want that for you. You don't have to keep a brave face on for anybody. The changes that you need to make are actually going to be what is healing for you, but it is, as everything else, going to be a process. So what I'm feeling with this is it's time for you to be completely purging and honest with yourself. There's a lot that needs to come out in this situation for you. You can do it with the support of others, or you can do this just to the most important person that you need to be vulnerable to, which I would probably say yourself. But I'm always, that person who says, always allow for support in your life to some degree. But admit what you truly want and start implementing these changes in your life. This is what's actually going to heal you. What you think that you can't do, what you think that you can't accomplish, what you think that you can't be in this life, or in this new chapter, or in this new phase in your life, is just going to be the ticket. You can, and you will, and you must. There's literally nothing stopping you. It's time for you to see the pathway, or create the pathway, or be the pathway where you didn't see one before. But that's going to involve some absolute, truthful, blunt honesty. I know how this can be hard to hear and heal. And I know that you're afraid of whatever hardships this is going to bring to you. But you're ready. And it's time for you to let go of this past identity of yourself and allow for these changes to take place. Whoever is struggling with this new identity of yourself, this is going to be something that they have to heal in their own process. You don't have to coddle every single person around you when it comes to being in your truth. This is going to be an adaptation for everybody involved. But believe me, it matters that you are in your truth with this. So, what are some things to watch out for? Just because you fit in doesn't mean you belong. I get that you're very palatable for a large amount of people or situations with this, but it doesn't quite feel authentic or natural. You can absolutely go between any of the crowds like Mercutio, for God's sakes, but you need to find where you genuinely belong. And it's not something where I don't deserve this or I don't deserve that. That's not what I'm saying at all, because you deserve the best. You genuinely do. This is saying, what is in alignment for my greatest good? This is where you belong. This is something that elevates when you go through the personal healing, which is something that you are going to be addressing. Alrighty, you. Alright, so getting the closure in this phase is going to be something. It's not quite in the new phase yet, but there's some faded moments that are coming into play. And we have the star cards. Well, we have the stars on here, which makes me think of the star card, which I think we had in the beginning of this. I think it was, no, that was in the mini reads. Definitely check those out. But some stars are in here, and this is making me think of the star card, which is hopefulness. And it's also the Aquarian card, and we're in the age of Aquarius, so shush. But also, this, if you look really close on this, all these stars are connected by a string. So all of these bits of hope and illumination are one thing that leads to another. And if you look at this, it doesn't quite look like this person has eyes or their eyes are covered. This is saying one thing leads to another, even if you can't see it right now. So If all you can have right now is a glimmer of hope in the dark, or something that you can't see, then that's what you need to have right now. And then we have the tribe. And I actually want, hang on, what is this card? What is this card? I don't want to drop it. You, and being this, you really don't know where this is going to lead you, but I can assure you that your treasures, they lie elsewhere. This is definitely going to involve growing pains, and I don't want you to be afraid of the future with this. There will be a sense of loss, but this is loss that you have really shed the skin on. So, all right. You haven't veered off course. I feel like this is an actualization of whatever finish line you have just crossed. So look, the treasure island is meaning that you don't quite know where this change is going to bring you. Your landing spot for this is in a different spot than your original intention before your acknowledgement to what your truth is. So you're going to be along for a ride, and it's going to be something that you learn how to navigate. It's going to be on the fly. You got to trust your internal North Star, your intuition. I like that. So there's going to be some bumps in the road. It's, you know, the little challenges, the minor hardships, the things that I genuinely do not want you to back away from, back down from, or turn away from, or run back to this place that you knew that you had to make changes out of. These I want you to face. These are the very things that you need to overcome so you can get to this place that is beyond your imagination of what your worth is and what you deserve is, because all you know is all you know from where you have been. And there's some people that are not going to be able to benefit from you at this point in time. And I don't think that that is a bad thing. I feel like this separation of these persons in your life, I feel like this is where they're going to have to learn to swim on their own. And I don't think that it's you abandoning anyone. I don't think that it's anyone abandoning you. I think that this is absolutely necessary for everybody's own individual backbone, I feel like saying, but I don't want it to sound that harsh. You can take the good memories with you, and you can always send love and light. I know how that sounds. Send them warm vibes. Send them love and light. Yeah, shut up, spiritual lady. Yeah, no. So, no, you can take them, the good memories, send love and light. Remember the good old days of that situation. Take them with you. They were a very big milestone in your personal growth. And don't think that you're never going to be in a good position again. You are going to something that is well beyond it. This is not as messy as your fear-based part of your mind is trying to get you to believe. These changes are necessary. When you disassemble things, other things are reassembled, and these are things that are going to take new shape. So what are some things that you have to keep an eye out for? Well, first off, something's coming in very fast, and it's coming in to sweep you off the proverbial feet. I'm seeing something that is going to take time. I see soulmate energy in this, and I also see drop kicking your arse into alignment. It's pure, and it's something that's passionate, and it's something that is unbridled joy. It cuts through to the BS. There's no more fluff around the situation. Ah, man. So why do we have the Knight of Cups? All right, so I need even more clarification. Okay. So those who you've let go of in the past, I see that this is going to be something where you don't take those empty cups, you don't take those empty promises, you don't take those empty points of validation and involve it into where you are going. I see that old things are going to pop back up and that this is going to be a genuine test for you. You have made some drastic changes in your life. And I also think that you are really working on improving your individual experience in life. Things want to be part of that, but they can't be with that at this point in time because it looks like they haven't done nearly enough work on themselves, but they want to take part in your life to shine. So a lot of people are going to be popping up from the past, or a lot of situations are going to be popping up from the past, and it's going to be something that wants to go with you. But you need to use your discernment and know when to not lovingly hold space, but lovingly hold that distance away from them. We don't want to enable a reoccurring situation that you tried so desperately to get away from and that you finally accomplished getting away from. All right. The final result of this is going to be, of this situation, if you follow the advice and what the pinpoints on looking back are, we have emotional, it's maturity, but emotional authority, this sense of grounding, this sense of fulfillment, and being able to rise above any situation. I really feel like you are in control emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. We have the Queen of Wands. Protection, we have King and Queen. So absolutely unification of self, absolute balance. I think that your drive is there. I think the protection is there. I think the mindset is there. And we're going to get a final card. I want this one. Oh, sweet Jesus. This is beautiful. An entirely new cycle. Everything about you mating up, making all these new ties and connections, seeing yourself fairly balanced. Your emotions meet your aspirations and your drive. And I really see that you are creating some sense of a euphoric experience in your life. See how there's not much on the grounds that they're working with, but everything that they have, they need, and they can really work with and build on. I see a sense of youth and wisdom meeting up. I think that this is an all-around beautiful experience of all polarities, and wisdom meaning innocence. And I really want to see you build on this. This is perfect for you. I genuinely hope that you do well with this, and I really think that you will. We have wands, and we have water. It's time for you to stir the pot, baby. I'm sending you so much love. If you have questions about booking your individual session, reach out in the email address provided. And yeah, see what services I provide, see what sales I have going on, and just say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. I'm in upstate New York. I hope that this finds you well. Again, this has been the Daily Tarot and Oracle, the daily insight on life and love for October 4th, 2021, also timeless. So I'll talk to you all soon. Stay safe, have fun, and just know that you are greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. Hey there, beautiful. What brings you here today? If you're coming across this, you might need to hear a message. So it's general, collective. Just listen with an open heart and an open mind. If this is resonating with you, it might, well, I generally tend to believe that it is a message that you need to hear. So let's see if you're stumbling across this, what you need to hear. If this doesn't resonate, enjoy my shenanigans and go about your day. All right, this card was not picked up, so I'm actually just going to leave that. Something that you're not quite ready to get over. You're in good company. I know what that's like. Not quite always ready to just let it go, not let it fly. But why? It just seems incredibly unfair. It feels like ungrounded. It feels like it takes forever. It takes so much of your time. And when that happens, ooh, we got 2 6s here. This is dealing with your intimate circle. Okay. Whenever something is dragged out, it's like at the very, very final stretch, it still isn't you. What about this? It does feel like it's part of your relationships. That little thing that you're seeing going up through this, it's just smoke from the incense, so don't sweat it. All right. Aren't you tired of being told that you always have to rise above the problem? It feels like toxic positivity. So I'm all about, you know, the whole positive thing, but I'm also not about hiding from your feelings. There's a lot of earth energy around this. So what I'm seeing here, what I'm feeling in this is we have 2 aces. One's in reverse. Always being told to rise above the problem, straightening your crown. I get it. It's wonderful to be empowered, but there's something that's being avoided right now. What exactly don't you want to look at? This is probably exactly what you need to look at. We need to look at the elephant in the room. We need to see what that's about. We need to start picking that apart. You can't just bypass it. And I know I've tried to do it before. I know that many others have tried to do it before. It is not beneath you to face this. You're not giving it energy. You're processing it, and then you can finally discard it. After you actually work your way through this, then you'll authentically be able to move on. The whole reason why this is dragging its feet is because we've been avoiding it. So now we can't avoid it anymore. So let's work our way through it and be done with it once and for all. I hope that made sense. Hey there, Captain Sassy Pants. What brings you here? We're going to get a message from Rider-Waite. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. If this doesn't resonate, just let it fall away. But if you've stumbled your pleasant way across this, what do you need to know? Star card's in reverse, so Aquarian energy. I got it. But something feels hopeless in your world right now, and it feels like there's no emotional payoff right now. It feels also like emotional numbness. Yeah, something's lost its passion. Are you giving up? Are you just not even trying in this situation? Some situations I get, it's like, you know what, I'm not even going to do this anymore. But if it's something that really is worthwhile, so much like your life, don't you dare give up. I'm not going to be okay with that. You better not be okay with that. Yeah, this is a karmic situation. Thank God it's nothing like involving as something as serious as your life, because there's no way in holy heck I would want you to give up on that. And you better not dare. So, oh, this is good. This is good. Eek! Hold on. I got to take the bottom one too. Oh, all right. Yes, I saw the 2 of Swords, but I can't keep looking and picking. So, what are we looking at right here? The karmic situation that you are finally, well, I think that you're dwelling on it, not quite yet at looking at the 2 of Cups behind you. This isn't water under the bridge right now. You're feeling the funk of it. Eventually it is going to be water under the bridge. This has been a long time coming, and I think that you have focused so much on working on this karmic situation as a way to avoid something that you needed to face about yourself. But lots of pentacle energy around this, lots of earth energy. So maybe you're not as ungrounded as you would like to believe, but I think that this is a point in time where you actually have to acknowledge exactly what and who you are. So look at you. Look at you. This total boss bee right here. Look at what they've grown. They're fierce. They're independent. Look at the bird just sitting on them. It's not about you being non-threatening. It's about you being so attracting in the world. I said it like that for a particular reason. Yes, it's not that you're attractive, it's that you're attracting. By the way, you are pretty attractive. I'm not gonna lie. You're pretty good looking. I don't know. Go look in the mirror. Yeah, that's good stuff. See this? This is something that's getting an emotional rise out of you. What I love about your journey is that it was something where you actually learned to navigate this with your heart. So whatever it was about you that you couldn't quite make ends of, this is actually probably going to be one of your dominant empowerments. But yeah, This isn't water under the bridge yet, but it'll get there, and you're working on it right now. So congrats. Oh, I love my kids. I just heard my 10-year-old go to the dog. I got your nose. I love kids. I love my babies. Okay, listen, if you've come across this, you got a choice that you got to make. You're going to be good either way, but you actually have to make this choice. It is an entirely new phase. You're not blinded. Look right underneath there. You see the bottom of those eyes? You're peeking out from under it. You know exactly what you're looking at, but you got to make the choice. So we're going to take that bad boy out. All right, what is this involving? Come on out with it. I feel like I have to do that. I don't quite have the camera set up to where you can see me shuffling on here, but I feel like I need to prove to you this mother is shuffling. Yeah, okay, commitments, something that you're very insecure about, dealing with wounded maternal or divine feminine energy, which is genderless, because not everybody has that maternal energy around them. But this is feminine energy. Where do you feel like you lack the ability or the capacity of this depth of compassion in your life, or even love? This is something where, can you keep this going for a very long time? I think so. But the lack of faith that you feel in yourself is kind of startling. This is a lot of sword energy, a lot of air energy. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, going around those bad boys. This is the stressors starting to fall out of your back. Can you not be so hard on yourself? Could you be a little bit less judgmental on yourself? I know that you want to keep yourself in check. I know that you're probably used to it from other people, which is why you're doing this to yourself right now. But no. Cut it out. You don't need to be in this constant strain of doubt. There's literally nothing holding you back except for your insecurity. It's time that you focus on this and focus on, rather than just plowing through it, actually being compassionate about it. This is the kind of energy where you persevere with just love, kindness, cradling even with this. I want you to focus on it. You need more information. There's more, I think, not necessarily subconscious information that needs to come through, but understanding about what the extensions of this are. So it's not even about what the focus is and how hard you are on you, but where does that mentality that you need to be so hard come from? And when you discover where it comes from, understand exactly how incredibly flawed, even probably broken those energies were. This is a string of events that needs to stop with you, and this is where you do the reprogramming on yourself. So I see you cutting through all the BS and rising above this, and I really think that this is going to be a commitment and a change with yourself and whatever the legacy is. Hey there, beautiful. If you are coming across this, chances are you have a message from your angels. So what is daily guidance from your angels? Gotta tell you, I saw the soulmate card, but I've been seeing the soulmate card a lot recently. So what's this? Ooh, abundance. That's great, but what kind of abundance? Because I don't necessarily want an abundance of excrements. I'd like an abundance of all that glimmers and gold. Well, okay, not literally, but figuratively. Abundance of harmony. Look at how both of these are actually playing a guitar. It's definitely not a guitar. I forgot what it's called though. All right, so what do we have? Playfulness and support and music. There is music to be played and to be heard and to be told. Enchantment, something very magical about you. Yes, I have a plethora of cards, but I pull to when I'm feeling done. Enchantment, music, playfulness, support, miracles, harmony, and abundance. So what is this telling you? It's time for you to start playing your own tune, is what I'm getting just based off of all the musical instruments these bad boys are playing. All right, what miracles are taking place? I actually want clarification on that using Rider-Waite, so stay tuned. What card do we have here? Wow. Alrighty. The support. Well, in the change, where I feel like there is no battle. The miracle is the fight that you anticipate to come is not coming. So you're preparing yourself for a war that doesn't exist. I'm talking on the small scale, not talking about worldly events, because I do not want to get into that. trust the process. So what I'm seeing with the miracle and seeing with the support is you have what it feels like divine intervention. Whatever confrontation or conflict that you have been dreading, that you didn't want to face, and I feel like it's unlocking something. I feel like the divine intervention with this right now is kind of putting the block on that. So what is this telling you? Well, first off, you can take a breather. This is telling you that you got to belt out what makes you so unique and so special. I think this is about the attack, about you as a person, your integrity, the work that you do, the kind of person you are, your history even. This is nothing that needs to be held against you, and nobody is coming after you to somehow exploit you. You are going to be okay. So you can actually come out of your, little hidden area right now. You can come out of your closet now and actually start to be this magical and amazing being that you are. You're safe. Hey there, lovely. If you have stumbled your way across this, there's a never-ending story going on, and I hope that Atreyu's okay. That's all I'm saying. Okay, the never-ending story. This is actually a timely manner. Look at this. I always go to, look, she's sitting on an hourglass thing. Come on. And the answer is already in the time that this is going to be received. Ooh. Can you hear my son in the background? He's screaming, cheater, cheater. Okay, so if you're coming across this, that actually might be a sign for you. You're not to where you want to be right now, but that insecurity does not mean that you are being deceived in any sort of way. So this is actually going towards, the why do you think this? Why do you think that these situations are going to be reoccurring in your life? Why do you think that this is going to be the constant? Okay, you're totally avoiding something in your life. We have the fork in the road. There's no deadline. There's no choice. There's no running away. There's no end-all be-all with this situation right now. You are going to be stuck where you are mentally, emotionally, physically in this position, as long as it's not dangerous and as long as nobody is authentically hurt. That's what I'm saying. You're going to be stuck here until you figure it out. It feels like emotional purgatory. The answer to everything, the answer to getting out of this, all is inside of you. It feels like you are locked in your body with this. You have to talk yourself to the door. You have to talk yourself to whatever this freedom is. And I feel like there's a lot of hurdles that need to be addressed in this, that you need to overcome. It's not going to lead you to where you think that it does. It leads you to, I guess this, like I was telling you a moment ago, an open door. But I feel like you have been boxed in by this for quite some time. Not even with any answers around you, not with any sort of guard at the door. I feel like you've been, it's weird to say this, but in a box with no windows and no doors, and you don't know how you got there and you don't know the way out. So it's time that you actually have to feel your way out of this. It does feel like a slightly depressive episode. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not diagnosing anyone. But what I'm seeing in this is a need to actually address why you had felt so in oblivion like this. You'll find your way out of it and you'll have support. But there's some things that you don't want to look at that you need to look at right now. If you're coming across this, we need a message from the Halloween Oracle deck. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. If this does not resonate, just enjoy the show or go about your day. But if this does, I hope that it's a good message. If it's a challenge, we're going to get the why behind it. So no reason to sweat anything. All right, what do we have? The Black Cat. Fortune meets opportunity. And then Barmbrack. I don't even know. I know I'm not saying it right. Barmbrack? I don't know. But sweetness and synergy. That's fabulous. I love it. Fortune meets opportunity. Sweetness and synergy. Great. So things are awesomely getting into alignment. The earthly weaver of the worlds. Ooh. And then we have illumination. Something is lighting up your life, and I'm seeing a divine consciousness inside of you coming to light. And I see like, okay, I don't know why, but maybe you're taking more note of sacred geometry and how things are flowing together, picking up on the signs and synchronicities, and really learning how to play with it, manipulate it. And I mean that in the best way possible. It really does feel like the law of attraction. It really does feel like, I feel like you're seeing more than what is just right in front of you. I'm seeing the layers upon layers of this, just, it feels like it's tangible. So what in your life are you feeling like you are so close to that you can either taste it, touch it, feel it, even smell it? I don't know, use your senses. But this, it feels magical, and it is. But I also think that through the work that you've done, you've gotten on not only a higher level of intensity, but sensitivity, and that this is going to be something that it grows. It just feels like it grows. I actually want to see what you can manifest in a day. I want you to start something small, or even something like try to attract a winning ticket, try to attract a cup of coffee, try to attract some water. I know that this seems really childlike. I don't care. I want you to learn what exactly your power is and grow it, because yours is going to be unlike anyone else's. It's a real time for play. So what signs and synchronicities are you picking up on? What stories are they telling you? And how can you build on that? I want to see. So, time to illuminate that bad boy. I'll talk to you all soon. Stay safe, have fun. Bye.